Welcome back to the first video of 2025, everyone. So, pretty excited. I got some cool stuff to show you today. So, started working on the GT500 on the axle swap. Unfortunately, things are lost in the mail. I just sent the wrong parts back, so that is on hold. That video will be coming shortly, but we're going to 33 spline axles, C-clip eliminators, all that good stuff on Mosier. Hopefully it'll get sorted out soon enough. I made a post about it back on like the 7th was when I started this thing. It is what it is, but that is not what today's video is about. So it has been absolutely miserable out. We're talking like 7 degrees on average for the past couple weeks. We got snow outside, but today is finally supposed to get up to like almost 50 degrees. So gonna take that advantage, go ahead and clean up some vehicles and take you guys along for the ride. I do have a new vehicle to show off to the channel and I'm pretty stoked about it. It's awesome. So let's go ahead and get into it and I'll show you what it is. So this is it. It's a 2016 F-150 Sport with the Coyote 5 liter in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show this thing off with a cleaning because it is absolutely filthy. As you can see, we are covered in salt and grime and it's been so damn cold I haven't had a chance to do it. We're still waiting on the plate to come in, so we can't go for a drive yet. But yeah, absolutely disgusting because we drove it all the way back from Virginia during a snowstorm. So we go and get this thing cleaned up, but this is the new vehicle. So we got full Ford fleet finally. We got the Expedition over here, which is still doing awesome. No plans on getting rid of that. Now the F-150, the Prius is going away, and we got the GT500 back there, which is in a sad state as we're waiting for our axles to show up. Hopefully those are not lost forever. But yeah, we got a bunch of snow and ice on the ground. It's gross. Hopefully today changes all that. We're gonna get to cleaning. So during the cleaning process, I'm gonna go and give this thing a full detail, off camera, and we'll kind of show off the F-150 after we get all that stuff torn out. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's got nice new tires on it. Good old F-150 Sport, as I said, inside. So we'll give her a good clean, but nice looking seats, really nice truck. I've loved these things since they came out in 2015 and I first saw and drove an F-150. It was a rental back then, and no way little old me could afford something like that back in the day, but the time has finally come. So a little over 100,000 miles on it, but we're not scared here. So let's go ahead and get this thing cleaned up. Should be awesome. All right, so I just finished up cleaning up the Expedition on the interior. So I got all my stuff out. We're gonna go and kick it off with the F-150. Still a little bit cold to get the power washer out, so we're gonna go ahead and send it and do the inside, and it'll power wash everything off, and it needs it desperately on the outside in a few minutes. Hopefully, well, probably about an hour or two, but it's getting there, a little warmer out. So starting with the F-150, a couple things we wanna do. Give her a nice vacuum, get the seats vacuumed off, a little bit of stuff on the cloth. So I do have a carpet cleaner that we can go ahead and use on that, and then it'll be good to go. It's honestly in pretty good shape. Just needs a little bit of good old detailing and we'll be good to go. So we're gonna flip you guys to time lapse. We're gonna go vacuum out back here. It's a pretty nice little Husky liner. So we'll pull that thing out, power wash it, and I think everything will be good to go. Nice and easy. Back windows, easy access. So that flips down. So we get back there. All the dirt's on the outside, but we'll still wash everything up. Just kind of get out a little like dog fur and stuff like that. I'm sure my dog will put plenty of stuff in here when the time comes, but for now, get it looking nice and good. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hit it. All right, so that concludes from the back half of the truck. Obviously, the outside of the glass is still filthy. Glass, doors, is looking much better. Power washed our liner, that'll dry up as the doors are open. Cleaned up the seats with shop vac and the carpet cleaner. It's looking pretty good back here. Much better. So we're gonna go ahead and hop onto the front now, let everything dry with the doors open, and keep on going. But very happy with how this came out. And now let's go ahead and get to the front side. All right, to go ahead and get started on the front, we're gonna do the same thing that we did on the back. Seemed to work out pretty well. I got a sweet little detail brush, so I've been using that for all the corners and stuff with just some Dawn dish soap and water. And we'll go ahead and hit the dash, the top, get all the trim pieces, everything around in here. Oop, a couple little bonus coins, and we should be good. So I trimmed off a bunch of little like single hairs. We'll vacuum that up in a minute from the red. It's kind of weird Ford isms, I guess. But yeah, we'll definitely get everything nice and cleaned up. But not too bad. I got some stuff on here we got to figure out. And then, yeah, if you guys haven't, Walmart has this kit. I'm sure you can find it Harbor Freight or whatever, but it's a little kit that has an adapter for your shop vac to get in tiny little crevices. It's amazing. And then just a little brush. And yeah, you really don't need a crazy outfitted detail set to get good results. But yeah, everything's drying up pretty nicely, and we'll just keep on working. So we're getting there for sure. That concludes the passenger side. So looking way better. Seats came out really nice. Interior looks good. Big fan of how this looks. Trying to get some sun glare out of here. But yeah, so real happy with the new truck. So we're gonna go ahead and clean up the exterior now. So this is the next part. I had to clean up all the electrical stuff, make sure we're good. Backside looking nice. Yeah, she is now feeling like a new truck. I'm pretty excited. So let's go ahead and keep going. right, so that pretty much concludes the winter cleaning of the new F-150. So pretty sweet, pretty happy that came out, and yeah, pretty excited to start daily driving this thing. Just waiting for my license plates to come in, and we'll be good to go. But biggest reason I wanted to go the F-150 route: one, I like the truck a lot. I plan to hold on to this thing for long term, and two, towing with the Expedition, it has rear coil springs. And if you saw my videos a while ago, those suckers actually broke on the bottom. The shock mount is the only thing that holds it onto the rear suspension to support everything. This thing is much stronger. It's got leaf springs back here, much more proven design for towing. So I feel a lot more confident towing slightly heavier loads with this than I do with this. But yeah, that's about that. So I'm gonna go and clean up the Expedition, get the Prius cleaned up a little bit, and kind of continue on with the day. And then I'm gonna do a little montage with this thing. We got a cold start, but in the meantime, we'll let everything dry and kind of keep going. So I'll get me back up to you guys a little bit later when I'm done with these two. But for now, go ahead and keep going. So yeah, that's the new truck. I do want to show you guys the exhaust. It does have an aftermarket exhaust. We're definitely going to go ahead and probably change the tip out because it is kind of getting beat up. It's MBRP, but it sounds pretty sweet. Nice and mild, but still hear a little growl. Pretty nice. So yeah, it cleans up really good. Pretty happy with it. All right, so let's go ahead and give this thing a cold start. See what she sounds like. Got remote start in this thing. On the cold start there. It's been like 7 degrees and she has not been turned on in a while. So there we go. Alrighty. Yeah, there she is. I do have a couple of mods coming for this thing right off the rip. We got a catch can coming. Should be getting put on pretty soon. Help with a little bit of that little bit of smoke that came out on startup. So these things have a really big tendency to settle, have oil settle in the intake, and you get crappy cold starts and stuff like that when that starts happening. So first thing we're gonna go and take care of, but let's give it a listen. Yeah, sounds pretty good. So go and do a little walk around, get it pulled out, and it should be good to go. All right, this is what the interior looks like. I know it's an F-150, this is nothing new special to you, but it was absolutely special to me. So yeah, pretty clean. Big fan of the red, as you guys know, the GT500 back there, but nice and cleaned up. Hell yeah. So let's go ahead and pull this thing over, get a couple pictures, and I'll call it a day for today's video. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the little walk around and everything. I'm pretty excited to get my hands on this truck. We'll see. Maybe long term we have some Whipple action. Who knows? See if we can get some sponsors hooked up. I'm no clue, but it'd be pretty sweet to do some fun stuff with this truck. If not, probably just keep it as a sweet daily driver. I like how it sits, I like how it rides. I don't really plan on doing too much to this thing, so mainly Mustang content for sure, but we will have the occasional truck video here and out, and probably for the next couple videos until my freaking axles show up. So whenever those things do show up, we'll get back on the Mustang stuff, and hopefully the snow melts. But without further ado, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.